So I was diagnosed with uterine cancer, and I found out that that meant that I had to have a hysterectomy, so I had to remove my uterus. And in order to have a family of my own, I would need to go through fertility treatments and find someone to carry the pregnancy for me. And it was a very overwhelming time for me, not only because I was finishing my training and I was working a lot of hours, but it was really hard to be faced with not only a diagnosis where I didn't know if I was going to be around in 5 years, and then also to lose my fertility and my ability to have a family. And that's something that I had always wanted and was always important for me. And what was so shocking to me about that was that I was more concerned with the fertility aspect than I was about my health and about the cancer. And that's how powerful it was, and those emotions were so intense. And it really helped me to understand, what women are going through all the time when they're trying to get pregnant, when they're trying to conceive, because I think there's so much, not only societal pressure to have a family, but it's, something that a lot of us think about. And then to lose that, or not have control over that aspect of your life, really changes, I don't even know how to describe it, like how your identity and what you think, the plan you have for yourself. So I think it was a very, profound time for me to go through that experience. And the other, benefit to going through that is I was able to kind of see the other side of it. So what I ended up doing is I went through the in vitro fertilization process to create embryos, and then I was able to have a family member who volunteered to carry the pregnancy for us. And I now have a 3-year-old daughter who was born in that manner through a gestational carrier. And it was a really, beautiful and wonderful experience to have that gift from somebody. And, we're really grateful that, she volunteered to do that. And so I think that my story, I do tell my patients sometimes about my experience because it's important that they understand that there's hope out there, and that there's, just because you think something has to happen traditionally, or that there's treatments out there, there's sort of opportunities to get what you want. You can have a family, but it's not always in the traditional way. And that can either be using a gestational carrier, or some people have to use donor eggs or donor sperm. There's non-traditional treatments, adoption, but just because it's not the way you envisioned it happening, it doesn't mean that you can't, be a parent and have a family and be happy, essentially.